because of that, we decided to do a WrestleMania preview right now. Might as well. I mean, I don't see this card changing much or at all between now and next Saturday. So
look, I'm going to tell you something, and I texted this to Mike the other day. Before we even start previewing matches, let me just give a general blanket statement opinion about this current WrestleMania, okay? On paper, I think this card is absolutely fantastic. Like, I am looking forward to this show. I'm looking forward to being there. I'm not thrilled about being around 45,000 people, but I'm looking forward to being at the event. I'm looking forward to our first live wrestling show since last February. That wasn't exactly a barn burner of a show. So I'm looking forward to being able to like have this experience. And, you know, going to WrestleMania, always an experience. I realized earlier today when I was talking to a friend, three of my favorite things to do with people, with friends, to make memories are going to concerts, going to wrestling shows, and road trips or / vacation in general. You make memories that last your entire life. You have inside jokes with people that like you'll be making 7-8 years later. You might have nothing else in common with this person other than the inside joke, but it happens.
He doesn't even know the guy.
Exactly. Come on, I started singing it before. Flip-flops! Like, you know what I'm talking about, right? This is what I'm saying. So, and like that doesn't happen
even
if
though,
we don't go to all these
even those two inside jokes, I don't think we speak to the originator of one or the originator of the other one.
No, literally not. Like, they're just facts.
I'm kind of glad I said this though, because a couple weeks ago when this card was getting filled out, I think we all agreed that night one was far more intriguing than night two. Now I look at this card. I'm still night one, but it's a lot closer than
Let me finish what I was saying. I tangented stuff. Okay. So, fucking Ernest. Okay. So, what was I saying? Oh, right. So my thing is, on paper, I think both nights actually are fantastic, and on paper, I'm very excited for this show. I think that, like you were saying, the talent roster, if the booking sucks, the talent roster doesn't. So the fact that they've matched the people that they've matched together and they're giving us the card they're giving us, I'm very excited for. I think these people are going to actually put on one hell of a WrestleMania. I think that this is the talent roster that is ready to go out there and say, fuck, this is the first time we're in front of a live audience in over a year. Let's make this magic. And I trust these people to do that. So I'm excited. I think that the booking for the last few weeks has been so by the numbers. Let's just get to where we're going without messing it up too much. That, like, Raw's boring. I watched Raw this past week. It was boring as shit. And by the way, I don't buy that the Hurt Business actually broke up. I think that's just a swerve, and they're going to get back together.
I'm so glad I said that because I'm going to touch on that.
I feel like that's
swerve.
Right? Too obvious. But that's what I'm saying. This is paint by the numbers booking because I think they're afraid to mess up what a good thing. Like, they finally settled on a really good card for both nights, and they're like, okay, now let's just get there. Like, if it was up to them, if they could just be like, let's fast forward 3 weeks and just have WrestleMania, I think they would have done that 3 weeks ago. And I think that the booking on Raw in particular, SmackDown's been really good. I didn't watch this past week. I don't know if they added anything or whatever. But, well, wait, today's Thursday. Okay, I haven't watched this week's yet because it happens tomorrow. But the fact is, like, SmackDown is generally the better show. So I'm not quite talking about them as much, but certainly Raw.
SmackDown right now might be the best show on wrestling television right now. Across the board.
It's been pretty dynamite.
Yeah. Well, the Dynamite's been pretty decent the last couple weeks, but go ahead, Mike. What you gonna say?
The other thing on that is they also were in a spot where they don't want anyone to get hurt.
Yes.
So they're just trying to get to the show, and I think it makes sense because they're turning the Friday episode of SmackDown next week into the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal and the SmackDown Tag Title match, and so stuff like that.
Everyone that's not going to be on WrestleMania anyway, it's like, all right, well, if something happens, God forbid to one of you guys, but at least our show's not fucked.
Well, I mean, it's one of those where they're basically taking a chance of like, oh, we won't have to put Roman or Bryan out there or Edge, and one of them slip, walk into the ring, and pull a hamstring, and they lose them 2 nights later from the match or something.
Right.
I think they're trying to be very cautious with some of the matches. Like, reality, you're not going to see Drew McIntyre or Bobby Lashley in a wrestling match next Monday night on Raw.
No.
Because you need to get them to the gate to get to night one. So, I mean,
just do a face-off. Fuck it. Do a fucking, like, old-school face-off. I mean, just move the storyline. You need to do.
I don't know if you really need to move the storyline. The storyline's already been moved.
Right, I'm just saying. Do a face-off.
The pinnacle of them.
I mean,
sure. Or we could do 37 contract signings like every other fucking week we do before a fucking pay-per-view. Whatever.
I don't know. Anyway.
Let's preview
this wasn't long. It's 2 nights here. So let's get to night 1 real quick.
I'm gonna say it might feel long. This is not the first time I've started a sentence like that. Anyway, it might feel long, but I will take 2 nights of WrestleManias where like it's from 7 to 10 p.m. each night. I will take that over these 8-hour WrestleManias where like by the time the pre-show's over, I'm exhausted. I will take these shorter 2 nights. Like, part of me is hoping, I said this a while ago, and Mike said that there was no way this possibly happens. I still think this is a test run to see whether or not 2 nights of WrestleMania could become a regular thing in the future. I kind of hope it does, because this sounds so much less exhausting.
Right. They would have to consider going to smaller venues, though.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think they could fill Jerry World in Dallas
like it's
back-to-back nights.
It's one thing to be selling 45,000 tickets. It's another to be selling 70,000 tickets per night.
103,000 like it was in Dallas. So we went back-to-back nights. Yeah, 206,000 tickets sounds great. But are people going to be able to afford 206,000 tickets? I don't fucking think so.
I mean, unless you get like night 1 is being headlined by The Rock versus someone, and night 2 is John Cena versus someone.
Sure.
The Rock, Roman Reigns on night 1, and you got John Cena versus fucking I don't know who, someone who could Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins, somebody.
Speaking of Seth Rollins, let's kick off the night 1 matches here. Seth Rollins and Cesaro. Looking forward to this match, man. Really am.
I'm extra. Look, these are 2 guys who I can speak for myself. I'm speaking for Mike also, who we've watched since the beginnings of their careers in Ring of Honor, in Chikara, at least in Claudio's case, in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. We've seen them wrestle each other, both in tag team situations and one-on-one, countless times. And it was amazing. And that was like 15, 16 years ago when they were starting their careers. Now, granted, are they going to get a 30-minute slot on WrestleMania and be able to have a 5-star classic? No. Are they going to hopefully get a good 15, 16 minutes and be able to give us like a 4-star match that we're really excited about? Maybe even be the best match of night 1? Possibly. I hope so. If they only get 5-10 minutes, it's a waste. But I don't feel like the card's being structured that way, so I'm hoping that they get a decent amount of time. Because honestly, the 2 of them together can literally be magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this one is one of those low-key, show-stealing kind of matches. You know what you get from Seth when he goes out for those shows. Let's not forget one of the greatest RKOs ever taken at WrestleMania. And then later that night, he cashes in Money in the Bank. He's been a guy who's been a constant plus in all of his matches. His match last year with Kevin Owens was one of the better one of the better in-ring matches of the shows. So I think everything's going to be the same way when you look at this one. I'm gonna make a formal prediction because I like making predictions, and I'm gonna predict who I think's gonna win all the cards. I'm actually gonna take kind of the upset here. I'm gonna take Cesaro to win.
So am I. I think.
I'm gonna take Cesaro to win too. And here I'm gonna give you a really bold prediction on this match. I think we should all do some bold predictions here and there. Here's my bold prediction. Mike just mentioned the really awesome RKO at that WrestleMania. Was it 31? 31, 32?
31. It was in Santa Clara.
California.
Yeah, Santa Clara.
All right. I think we're getting a version of that spot here. I think we're going to get Rollins trying to go for the stomp, and Cesaro somehow either pushing him up and either landing the fucking uppercut or catching him and doing the swing. We're getting that spot. And Cesaro is going to be made from this show, or at least until Vince changes his mind.
I just don't see this point. I think there's more to game Cesaro winning than Seth winning, honestly.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So,
I mean, I think this is leading into a summer feud between someone we'll talk about in a little bit, and Cesaro for a certain title.
Okay. Speaking of that, all right. The Miz versus Bad Bunny.
It's not racist. I'm Colombian.
Okay. I gotta be honest with you. I hated the whole Bad Bunny thing from the get-go with Royal Rumble. I'm not hating this feud though, as it's going on.
Hate it from the get-go.
Because you're a shit. I'm that fucking wrestling fan. It's like enough of the fucking celebrities, but it's WWE. I get it, but I gotta be honest with you. I have been low key enjoying this feud. It's kept me interested for the last 2.5 months.
I mean, they've booked it in a way where it's not felt like it's been as long as it is. It's been smart booking in that sense. And the thing is, like, I'm not mad at Bad Bunny being there. He looks like he's having fun.
Absolutely.
He looks like he's taking it seriously when he needs to. Do I think he's going to put on a 5-star classic? No, but look, I love The Miz, and I don't think he's going to put on a 5-star classic against anybody either, except for maybe Daniel Bryan. And I'm a huge Miz fan. That's just not what I watch The Miz for. And I think what you do watch The Miz for is perfect for a celebrity match at WrestleMania, And at the end of the day, too, like, look, we all kind of snickered when they announced Snooki, and then she went out there and had one of the best moments that a woman had prior to Sasha Banks and Charlotte Flair being on the show. So I think Bad Bunny might surprise us. My question is, does night one end in some kind of shenanigans? Although apparently, according to Mike, that only never happens. It's as rare as the fucking Halley's Comet. But does night one end in shenanigans, and then we get a tag match on night two?
I don't think so. I think that it was supposed to be a tag title match all along. Okay. And I think either Priest or Morrison's dinged up, and I think that's why we're not getting the tag match.
Oh. Right.
I've seen that kind of floating around as a rumor, and I think
I heard Morrison hurt his hair.
I heard that too. Too much hairspray. Yeah. The only thing I don't like about this feud is the really terrible Bad Bunny t-shirts they put out on WWE Shop that people are buying. The one of him doing the press from WrestleMania where he's like, "Yay!" and you see the people trying to catch him. I'm like, what are we doing?
That should be like a TikTok trend. Like, do the Bad Bunny.
And the problem is they're selling it for $40 and people will buy it. It's literally a guy going, whee!
I feel like that's going to be one of the shirts we see the most of at WrestleMania.
I hope you know that if I see someone wearing that shirt, I might just ask them, can I write the little character bubble and just go, whee! So it looks like he's saying whee as he's falling.
No, what we need to do is, here's something we need to do, and we will share it on the show, especially now that we do video on YouTube. So this will be a real reason for people to go to YouTube. Anyone we see wearing the shirt, we need to go stand next to them and get a photo of us going, with them just in the middle between us. Anyone we see, we just walk up. It's remember the year you kept asking wrestlers to TiVo? So
yes.
You got to walk up to the fans and be like, hey,
can we do the Bad Bunny
photo? And do that because I feel like at least half of them will say yes.
Yeah, we're doing this for science. Can I get you doing? Can I get a picture of us doing the Bad Bunny next to you?
Call me crazy. I see Bad Bunny winning this match with some Gaga.
Oh yeah, I don't think there's any way the Miz wins this match.
I think me and Joe have a better shot at winning an unannounced tag match than the Miz does of winning this match.
I mean, does the celebrity ever lose at WrestleMania, Mr. Quizmaster over there? There's a question for you.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I've never seen a celebrity lose.
I mean, most of them have beaten the Big Show, but other than that,
other than Pete Rose getting fucking tombstoned by Kane every year.
That wasn't a match.
Well, no, I'm saying, but no, yeah. All right.
Next.
This is Joe's.
Yes, don't take Bad Bunny.
Oh yeah, I'll take Bad Bunny.
Yeah, across the board.
Yeah. This is the match I'm sure Joe's looking forward to watching the most. Steel cage match between Shane McMahon and you know who. Braun Strowman.
The only thing that I can hope is that somehow Shane McMahon tries to get on top of the cage and then just climbs up the side scaffold and just jumps off the fucking like scoreboard or something. Like that's all I can hope for.
Off of something high. That's the only reason this match is happening.
I'm rooting for Shane. I'm rooting for Shane to win this match.
I'm rooting for the storyline to end. It's the fucking dumbest. Like, even if I didn't already dislike Braun Strowman with the passion of 1,000 rolls of brawny paper towels, I would hate him even like newly now because of how dumb this fucking storyline is. This storyline is so stupid. It got the same grades that Braun Strowman got in school.
Can we talk about though how like we're so angry at the Braun Strowman storyline? This motherfucker main evented fucking WrestleMania last year and won the world title.
Yep.
And now he's wrestling Shane McMahon in a steel cage match on night one in a fucking feud that he had green slime painted on him.
Which might be the worst match of the night, by the way. Look at this card.
He also won. His record at WrestleMania is like low-key sort of legit, though, in a weird way. Like, he's won the tag titles with a 12-year-old. He
allegedly
won the world title because Roman Reigns couldn't perform.
Won the Andre the Giant Battle Royal one year.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Like, he's probably beating Shane McMahon, let's be honest.
Yeah.
My pick is Braun Strowman.
Yeah, like, I'm sorry, there's no way that this feud ends if Shane wins this match, and dear fucking God, like, this feud needs to end. I will,
It only ends if Braun wins it.
Yeah.
So, all right. Raw tag team titles on the line.
Are both you taking Braun Strowman?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, we are. Raw.
Trash.
All right, the Raw tag team titles on the line between the New Day versus AJ Styles and Omos. This is going to be a low-key good match, I think.
I mean, I have no...
Why?
Well, okay, right, so here's the thing. AJ Styles, one of the best wrestlers of all time, hands down, no question, right? The New Day, Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston, both fantastic wrestlers, you know? Certainly, I mean, again, talk about Kofi Kingston winning the world title a few years ago, and now here he is in a match where someone's literally making their debut. And I think that's the thing. I don't think any of us, I mean, okay, I shouldn't speak for everybody. I should only speak for myself. However, I will continue to speak for everybody. I don't think any of us actually think that Omos is going to, like, all of a sudden go out there and put on a 5-star clinic. You know, so the funny part is, right, like, I think they've put him in a match with 3 of the certifiably best wrestlers on the roster, hoping that he's going to look good by their hands, basically. I think that more likely he's going to end up making them look kind of bad. And that's my fear. I also think they're not going to end up giving this match very much time. If those guys are out there for more than 8 minutes and 14 seconds, I will be surprised. So
why 8:14?
Why not? So at the end of the day, I think that AJ and Omos are going to win because they're giving almost some sort of weird, really big push, and I don't know where it's going because I don't know what he can or can't do yet. I wish I had more confidence as of right now. He started cutting promos the other day. That's not instilling much confidence in me. So I don't know where we're going with this, but I think AJ and Omos are winning the belts.
Yeah, I think so too.
I feel like this would have been better if there was more teams in it.
Yeah, I mean, it just also feels like a waste of AJ Styles. Like, it really does.
I mean, it does, but the way they've been building him with Omos, it's almost like you knew that eventually they were going to be a tag team.
Yes.
So it's like, why not use it here on a 2-night WrestleMania card where there really wasn't another spot to put him, especially the way they've been using the mid card on Raw. Like, unless they made the U.S. title clusterfuck, which they're not doing for either of the mid card titles. So that's why I'm literally like, it just doesn't make sense to have AJ, you know, they've been doing this. Why not just cash in on it?
Right.
I'm going to pick them to win too. I mean, I kind of hope they don't, just because where does the Raw tag division go from here? Because it's like, oh, who's going to fucking challenge AJ and fucking the Brawny Paper Towel Man? Like, I don't fucking know.
Right.
But it's not going to be anybody decent. I mean, with the New Day going to feud them for the next 6 months, cool. We'll see it SummerSlam.
Right.
All right. The SmackDown Women's title on the line between Sasha Banks, the champion, versus Bianca Belair, who obviously got her chance by winning the Royal Rumble. I gotta be honest with you. I'm not as confident today about whether or not they'll pull a trigger on Bianca.
Why? What happened?
I just don't know. I don't know. I just have a gut feeling.
Like you woke up and your tummy was feeling funny, and you were just like, "Oh, they're not pushing Bianca no more."
I don't know.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said.
You know what Vince is. You know what Vince is.
It's a little bubbly in the belly.
I love that. I was 100% Bianca win this until like maybe a couple days ago. I'm like, I'm not so sure. I'll pick it this but wouldn't surprise me if Sasha retains.
It wouldn't surprise me if Sasha retains because I do think that they look at Sasha. It's clear in the women's division more than any other division in this company who they look at as the pillars of the division, who they can depend on, and who they're just like, look, there's no reason for us not to make these people the top people still. And that's Sasha, that's Charlotte, until recently, I suppose. I don't know what the fuck's going on there. And then that's because did you see that crazy story about her? Like it was a false
pregnancy
test, and they basically So Andrade, he told this whole story recently about how she got a phone call from WWE from the doctor saying that she might be pregnant. She got a positive pregnancy test, and right away they basically pull her off the road, quote unquote. So she's at home, recovering, and then it turns out it was a false positive. So she lost like a month of her career to a false positive test, which honestly, when you're an athlete, that could potentially be like the rest of your career. You come back, you have one match, you get injured like that, so especially now you have ring rust and stuff like that. It was kind of a messed up situation. But anyway, that wasn't any of the point of I don't know how we got here. But when it comes to like the women, I do see Sasha as one of those women that they see as like a real dependable staple. So I can see her retaining, even if this is the main event. However, I feel like in the women's division, they're aware of the fact that they also need to make some new stars. They need some new big names. You can't always go back to Asuka. You can't always go back to Sasha, Becky, Charlotte. You need some new fresh blood. And obviously, I don't know who's behind it. Obviously, Vince is behind it at some level because otherwise it doesn't happen. But they're behind Bianca. It feels like they're really
which I love. Don't be surprised that Bayley's involved in this match also.
No.
I would be very surprised by that.
I'd be No, you're not doing it at this point. At this point, if Bayley was going to be involved, it would have been weeks ago. But you had Sasha, you had Sasha and Bayley for the last fucking 5-6 months or whatever. So no, at earliest, I could see Bayley getting involved with it the Friday after WrestleMania as being the first one to challenge the new champion Bianca Belair for her title. Like I could see that.
For the record, it low-key kind of sucks that Bayley, after being one of the biggest stars in the company for the past year, is apparently just riding the bench at WrestleMania.
Wonder why.
Because sometimes they just move on from people for no apparent reason, and it's really annoying.
But she was red hot. PWI Women's Rest of the Year. It's weird.
It's like she'll come back around. It's not like I don't think she's going to get pushed again.
Yeah, she's going to be on the show. I guarantee you she's going to be on the show.
Yeah.
Her and insert random fuck here are going to win the women's tag title gauntlet match and face Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler on night 2.
You really think so?
Yes, I think she teams with some random schmo, whether it be a Natty or a Billy Kay or a fucking Peyton Royce. I don't give a shit who it is. Like,
right.
I think they win. I don't know if they beat Shayna and Nia. Let's put it that way.
Right.
All right.
But that's a way to get her on not only one night of the show, but.
Well, all right. So I'm gonna give some sort of blind fate to WWE. Dear God, I don't know why. And I'm gonna
are you feeling well?
No. And I'm gonna pick Bianca. No, I'm fine. I'm gonna pick Bianca to win this match.
Okay.
I'm with Joe. Yeah, I'm gonna take Bianca because I think either Sasha or Bayley is gonna end up on Raw.
Are they doing the draft like right after Mania?
No, I don't think so.
No, but I think shit. But I think at this point the Raw Women's Division is Asuka and Rhea Ripley. There isn't anyone else. Lacey Evans is pregnant. Charlotte Flair fell off the face of the earth. You got to do something.
Total aside, I mean, I guess we could possibly cover this next week if we have a show next week. Do you think there's going to be any big surprises Raw after WrestleMania? Or you think it's going to be a pretty kind of uneventful week? I guess Raw / and SmackDown, but because there's not like it's good. I mean,
I don't see anything out of the ordinary, really. At least,
well, not having fans there to pop for whatever the return would be, would kind of make it where, like last year, the Raw after WrestleMania, what did we have moment wise?
I don't remember a thing.
I don't know what I'm saying. I don't think there was anything. I think it's more the same.
They were just in survival mode last year. Just get to the fucking
match. Also, for the record, there is a rumor floating around that Sasha told WWE Germany that this match is actually going to close night 1 of WrestleMania.
Good. I hope it does.
That would be awesome.
It'd be amazing.
I don't know that I need it to close night 1.
Well, the reason why I think it's going to close out because I think this match is going to be the opener of the fucking night, and that is the WWE Championship match between Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre.
I can totally see that.
I'd almost them rather open with the women's title match.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, you have the guy who fucking strapped the fucking rocket ship to his back for the last fucking year, built him up for the last year and a half, gave him his quote WrestleMania moment, but his WrestleMania moment was seen by one fan. It was an extremely large fan. It may have been the Raw fan of the year.
Joe's favorite fan in the world.
So I look at it from the standpoint of, Drew with an elaborate entrance, Bobby with an elaborate entrance, a guy who, now that you have him finally being over with the Hurt Business, like, I get it. Like, opening with that would be awesome. But I don't know that you can take the spot from the guy who's been the guy for the last year and a half and just be like, well, these two women should put on a good match.
I'll give the one argument that I can make for it, and I don't want to get too deep into it, but just like simple argument. If they do it like this, and the only reason why I like it, where each night is headlined by the winner of one of the Royal Rumbles, and because that used to be the thing. You won the Royal Rumble, you got to fight for the world title in the main event of WrestleMania. That was the thing for the longest time. And I know, unfortunately, over the years, that's not always been the thing. But that would be a kind of cool little, throwback to actually, hey, this is what you get when you win the Royal Rumble. Edge doesn't even get a title shot all to himself anymore, but at least he still gets the main event on night 2. It'd be kind of cool if, hey, Bianca, you won Royal Rumble, and you get to main event WrestleMania on night 1. Plus, I always love when they do something kind of awesome for the women. So from that standpoint, I think it would be cool to have one night main event by men, one night main event by women. And I think that the triple threat makes more sense as the main event of the two men's main events.
Right. This match is the one match I really don't know which way they're going to go. Because you can make case for either of these guys winning and it makes sense. Drew getting his Mania moment, Lashley, extending Lashley's epic run right now. This is the one match I can't put my pulse on. Like, what exactly?
Oh, I can. Go? No, this is easy. This is easy. Drew wins, gets his Mania moment. Lashley wins the title back by the next pay-per-view. Drew, we don't need another long Drew title reign. We're in the middle of a really good Lashley title reign. And they've shown us, they've certainly proven to us, like with the Randy Orton title reign in the middle of Drew's, first reign, that they're willing to pass the title off for a moment and then pass it back to the person with the title reign that they were really building. Like, that's literally what they did with Orton when he won it from Drew so that he could have his 16th reign, had it for all of a month, and then got back to his storyline with the Fiend, and Drew got back to his title reign, essentially. It was so short, you almost forget that Drew wasn't just a one-time champion, that it was broken up there. I think that's what we're going to get. I think Drew's going to get his big moment, because I don't think Lashley needs the big WrestleMania moment. He's a heel.
No, I agree.
That's not the thing.
He's a heel.
That's the thing you give. Yes. That's the thing you give the good guy. So I think that Drew gets that moment, and I think I can see Lashley winning the belt back the next night on Raw, honestly. Well, 2 nights later, I suppose.
Mike, you okay? What's wrong? Another bet lost?
No. That I lit that on fire about 4 hours ago.
What direction are you going in with this one, man? Because this is the one I can't get my hand on.
The show, Bobby Lashley wins. If it closes the show, Drew McIntyre wins.
Yeah, totally agree with you.
It's kind of the way I look at it. Bob winning the match, knowing that they're probably going to get the big cheer at the end when Bianca wins the title. I think you get the moment there. I think you bookend it and you let everyone go home happy. So I think the reality of the situation is, I think the face is going to win the main event match no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
I think Bianca's.
I was gonna say, is Bianca the face in that feud?
Yeah, absolutely.
I would say she is.
Yeah,
okay.
Sasha's pretty much a heel again.
Until apparently about 5 minutes ago.
You missed the last SmackDown, I guess.
For a hot second there.
You didn't see the last SmackDown, did you?
No, he said he didn't watch it.
Right. So there you go. That's why. So because she's basically a heel again. Well, close to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're done here.
She's the heel. She's the heel of that match. I don't think she's a full blown heel. Let's put it that way. My prediction, and this is, I guess, the bold one of the night for me, is I'm gonna actually take Lashley to win. Again, I think at this point you had a shot to give Drew his moment, and you've kind of used it. Like, okay, he won the title at WrestleMania with no fans and all that fun shit. But I mean, the thing is, you've taken the title off. You've taken the title off of him now. Like, I'm good. Like, we talked about how it would have been so much better had it been like, oh, let them two wrestle each other in 6 months at SummerSlam or Survivor Series or whatever the fuck, whatever you want to do. But to rush this match with not that much of a build, why? Why are we rushing this?
I agree.
I agree with you.
Okay, so if we know that we're rushing this, what makes the most sense? Let Bobby get the first win. Let Drew take it from him in a couple of months at fucking insert random thing here. If they're both healthy, you fucking cap it off at SummerSlam with the one fucking third round with fans in the stands.
So, okay, two things. Number one, that's the name of my favorite porn. Insert random things here, 37. Number two, I will say this. I'm only excited for Lashley versus McIntyre because we're going to be there. And I'm excited to see that match in person. Otherwise, I 100% agree with you. This is happening way too soon.
Yeah. All right, that's night one.
Joe, what is your formal prediction?
Right.
Drew.
Drew? Okay. Well, I agree with Mike said, though. If the women's match is at night, where the match is being placed depends on who wins this match. I agree. Because Babyface has to close the show out.
I mean, personally, first match, I would go with your best wrestling match. I would go versus Cesaro versus Seth Rollins. I would make that your first match. I'd go fucking straight out the fucking gate. I'd go that to the Bad Bunny, to the women's title match, to the Raw tag title match, to the steel cage match, to
like almost the order that Ernest was reading the card out in just now. Like
pretty much close to it. Yeah.
Would have worked. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would take the women's title match and I'd put it after Bad Bunny so you could kind of be like, okay,
let it breathe.
Your first hour and a half main event.
Yeah.
Bam. Second hour and a half, bam. You put the other. You can tweak the order around any way you want. But I would straight up go with the fucking best wrestling match that you're gonna have probably of the weekend in Cesaro and Seth Rollins, and then whatever you do from there, you can. And then you go to the women's, and you have the other two. And then you have Drew versus Bobby.
All right, let's go on night number two. Night number two. We start off here.
Who does number 2 work for?
All right, two old friends here meeting here with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
I'm so sorry that's your reaction, Mike, and I understand why. I understand that the name Logan Paul is about to come up in a lot of this conversation. Before we let that man ruin that conversation, let me say this. As a lifelong independent wrestling fan, and by lifelong I mean since I was about 21, I have seen Seth. I have seen Kevin Owens, Kevin Steen. I have seen El Generico. I have seen Sami Zayn have this feud everywhere. I've seen them do it in Ring of Honor at Final Battle. I've seen them do it in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla at shows literally just named after them. I've seen them do it, everywhere you can think of. They've gone to do it. They did it in NXT. They've done it on the WWE main roster already a bunch of times. if they were going back to this well at any other point in the calendar year, I think I'd be like, really? Again? Like, I don't know that I needed that right now. However, the fact that we are getting a Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn match on a WrestleMania is amazing to me. It is, they have hit the pinnacle. They have taken this feud to the highest place that it can go, and it belongs there, and I love that. So honestly, I don't care that they're going to ruin it slightly by putting a stupid fucking internet celebrity into the match. Like, I don't even know who the fuck he really is.
Is that confirmed?
I mean, that's what, at least the rumor, right? I mean,
Right.
I'm
I heard his name crossed. I know.
Confirmed. But here's the thing.
He said on his Twitter that he would be at WrestleMania. So
here's the thing. I'm hoping that it's just like, it's one of those things where he's like the enforcer, or maybe he's just out at ringside. Something where
don't you dare ever use the word enforcer in Logan Paul again. That is a slight on the greatest enforcer of all time. You do not use the same name as Arm Anderson to fucking describe Logan Paul.
I apologize. So, special guest referee.
Fine,
or whatever the case may be.
Special guest timekeeper.
Right. Like whatever. He can have the role that JTT had at WrestleMania 11. I don't really care.
He could hold Sami Zayn's camera.
Yes, exactly. Or a jockstrap. I don't really care. At the end of the day, I feel like these two guys are going to be able to tell whatever story they're going to tell, and I trust them enough to put on a great match in spite of whatever extra little hurdle WWE puts in their way, Logan Paul. I trust these guys. Do I think it's going to be the best match that they've ever had against each other? No. I don't think they're going to have enough time to have that match. I've seen them have some 5-star classics. I don't think we're getting that here. I don't think that's where they are on the card. I don't think they're even going to steal the show. I'm not thinking that for them. Do I think that they're going to have a good match? Maybe even a great match? Yes. Am I just happy that they're having a match on a WrestleMania? Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
I'm going to take Kevin Owens to win.
El Generico, numero uno.
Whatever.
Yeah, I'll go KO too. I'll go KO also. All right.
I guess it's a clean sweep on the Kevin Owens Express. But where my frustration comes into this is not this feud, because I will always love this feud, and we're finally getting this feud for the first time with Kevin being the babyface.
Yes.
It's always been Sami being the lovable underdog. And I love the fact that we're getting this new like Kevin being the babyface and seeing where it goes and all that. So I'm kind of happy with that. If you knew that you were going to use this social media influencer, and that's what I'm going to call him, because I'm not going to call him a celebrity. He's an influencer. You know, he gets people riled up and then challenges them to a boxing match and knocks out 3'7" Nate Robinson and tries to talk trash to people. I'm sorry. I think I would take Joe Lopez against Logan Paul in a boxing match right now. At the end of the fucking
I box a lot.
I know you do. Trust me, that's why I'd pick you. I don't know that I would necessarily be fucking going leaps and bounds to get this social media influencer on WrestleMania when you have a limited number of seats. Like, if you want the social media to get the preteens there to go, oh my God, it's Logan Paul, Jesus! Like, wait till you can fill up 107,000 fucking seats in Dallas next year, or in 2 years when you're in LA. Like, why are we rushing this? Like, if you're going to do this, like, ease your way into it. Make it make sense. Don't fucking sit here and be like, oh, you know, I think he's getting ready to have a boxing match against some random celebrity. Let's get this guy in here. No. I would much rather go with what brought you to the dance. Go with the fucking roster that you have that has kept this fucking thing afloat for the last year. Don't give me someone just to give me somebody random. Okay, you gave me Bad Bunny because that storyline made sense because he performed at fucking Royal Rumble, a song that he made about Booker T. You brought it into the show. You brought it into everything else. You've had it for 3 months to build the fucking thing. It makes sense. 3 weeks before the fucking show, you're like, I'm going to send him a fucking DM on Twitter, and now he's going to be fucking part of the match. You know what I hope he does? I hope he pulls the Rob Gronkowski approach. Sits in the fucking front row, jumps the fucking guardrail, kicks Kevin Owens in the dick, and maybe Sami wins that way. I don't care. Get him off of my screen, though. I want Owens versus Zayn. I don't want fucking some random fucking social media influencer playing his fucking role of keeping up with the fucking Kardashians. I really don't fucking care.
Couldn't agree with you more, buddy. So, all right, next one here. Randy Orton and the Fiend, Bray Wyatt.
Hear voices crying. Yeah.
Wait,
hold on. The voices that he hears crying, is that the Fiend whenever he fucking turned him into a chestnut roasting on an open fire?
Jeez. No, it's the cries of the entire audience, you and I included, at that WrestleMania where Wyatt and Orton had that match where they just projected onto the mat. Those are the crying voices of the dead souls.
I mean, I don't mind this feud, but I'm kind of ready for it to be over.
I love the feud. Yeah. I think it's perfect television. I've really enjoyed it. Yeah, I'm ready for it to be over too. I'm ready to move on. It's gone on for a very long time, and this is clear. It's gone on for a long time because they wanted to get to WrestleMania, and I actually really respect that because it's something that I wish they did more. So I'm glad that we're here.
I think it also made sense that Bray had to take some time off because they had the kid. I think that made perfect sense.
That made it work,
And it gave them something to do with Alexa. To, keep her relevant and not have to be in the middle of the title picture because...
Yeah. Right. No, exactly. So, no, like, it made a lot of sense, and it got us to WrestleMania, and it's a marquee match. I'm excited in general for it because I really like the feud, like you said. I'm also ready for it to end at this point.
Yeah.
I have a hard time being excited for this match because the last time these two guys wrestled on WrestleMania, it was complete and utter shit. And the storyline getting us to that match was fucking awesome, too. That was one of my favorite storylines back then. So these guys aren't unfamiliar to having really good feuds with each other. They're kind of so far unfamiliar with having really good matches with each other. Will they change that here? I don't know. I hope so, because I really don't want to see another shitty Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt match. Yeah. I want to see a really good Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton match. Try saying that like 3 times fast. I almost really tripped up there.
Let's set those expectations lower for this match.
The problem is that I don't think you can set those expectations lower.
Yeah, no. Look, I'm sorry. I'm not taking a train 35 hours, having paid what I paid for in tickets, a hotel, and having to entertain myself like while I'm there. And like not having my usual ways to entertain myself, so I gotta find other ways. Like, but Mike's there, so he'll entertain me also. But like, not that, like that. not like that. We got 2 beds in the room. It's fine. But my point is,
great point.
My expectations are allowed to be fucking high when I'm putting this much work into going to the fucking show. So don't tell me to lower my expectations. These motherfuckers need to match the fuck up and know that I'm taking a train for 35 hours.
I think the thing is you could go in with a lower expectation for a match with The Miz and Bad Bunny, a guy who isn't an in-ring wrestler, and a guy who is a decent in-ring wrestler, not great, but he's good at storytelling in The Miz. We know what Randy Orton can do in the ring. We've been watching it since 2003. We know what Bray Wyatt can do in the ring. The problem here is that not necessarily can they make the stigma of WrestleMania Orlando go away. It's how do they get to the point where it makes sense? Since The Fiend has come back, what has The Fiend actually done besides stand stoic and sit next to Alexa Bliss? He has not spoken. He has not really done much of anything. Are we even going to get a match? Do we get something weird where, boom, someone goes off and we get a cinematic?
Right.
I'm so afraid of that because I'm going to tell you, sitting there in the audience, if they give me that as a fucking cinematic match, I'm pissed.
Is it possible that because what you just said about the last time they met, Randy was so bad?
Oh, it's completely possible.
But that match, the match itself was not bad. The dumb shit they were doing during the match is what made that unbearable.
Yeah.
Projecting bugs on the ring, projecting fucking cockroaches and shit like that.
Maggots.
Right.
Super unnecessary bullshit. The match itself was decent. Like, I didn't have a problem with the in-ring work, the philosophy that they were using.
Basically cut the fat off.
But the problem was, if you look at the way that they were building that, whether it was like he was the eater of worlds and that he blew up the fucking house and all that bullshit, like it made sense. The problem is you could do that at Judgment Day, at Fastlane, at insert random fucking B show here. Putting maggots on your mat on the biggest stage of them all, why? It didn't make any fucking sense.
So, bold prediction for night 2. One of the food options available at the thing is Fiend chicken. It's just fried chicken in a bucket with the Fiend's face on it. Kentucky Fiend chicken.
Oh my God.
Does the bucket say "Let me in"?
Yes.
Piece of chicken.
Tell me you wouldn't buy that.
I'd be tempted to.
Okay, so I guess the real question here, I'm gonna take the Fiend. I think that's the way that this is going. Mm-hmm. But the real question here, what's next?
It's a big question.
Is this where we see Alexa Bliss playing the role of Sister Abigail and basically having Bray be basically like her fucking like war horse?
I don't know. I feel like you have to somehow reset the Fiend or Bray or something. Like, you can't have him walking around forever looking like, you know, he fucking didn't survive Home Alone 2. Like, that's only going to work for so long. It's honestly only going to work in matches for so long.
I would have him just pop up Monday night on Raw.
And just, like, dressed back the way he used to be, like, at least Fiend-wise.
No, what I would do is I'd have him pop up in the fucking Bray Wyatt Firefly Funhouse, like, turtleneck and fucking, hey, everybody. And then he's like, he walks up to us and goes, what happened? Like, he doesn't know that fucking anything has happened over the last fucking 6 months.
That actually would make total sense, too, because the whole thing has been the Fiend, and, like, we've established that's, like, an alternate personality, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah. And the thing is like, you could have Alexa try to explain to him what happened, and then, like, he doesn't get it or doesn't want to believe it, and it leads to a fucking whole, like, because the whole thing is letting him in.
Right.
So if they kind of branch that into him almost playing the split personality role, where he's trying to not let the Fiend in because he's now seen what the Fiend has done.
Yeah.
And it plays into a role of him trying to keep the Fiend out, where then Alexa's trying to get him to let it back in.
Right.
I got the Fiend as well, too. Just for the record. So I think it's a clean sweep here.
I didn't think Fiend was going to win. I think Orton's going to win. What the fuck?
You got Orton?
Yeah.
Oh, I think you had Fiend. I apologize. Okay. All right. The United States Championship is on the line between Riddle and Sheamus.
God, this match is going to be awful.
Yeah.
Bro.
We'll see.
Bro.
I really would have much rather this been like the clusterfuck fucking 96-man match.
I figured this out just now. Matt Riddle is going to lose. Sheamus is going to win. And then on Monday night, the next night, he's going to be like, I can't believe I got beat by a bro kick.
I like that.
I mean, if he remembers the line, there's also just the chance that he fucks it up.
He won't. And honestly, I'm ready for. I like Matt Riddle.
Not in this role.
No, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good on Matt Riddle for a little while. You know what I almost want to see happen? I almost want to see Matt Riddle win just to get his face kicked off by Aleister Black, and Aleister Black win the U.S. title on Monday Night on Raw.
Ooh.
Like that. Like I would much rather that happen. But I'm gonna take Sheamus to win because I just want Matt Riddle to go away from it.
Oh, and there's been rumors about Aleister Black, finally healthy, that. So
Aleister Black's been healthy for 5 ever. I'm pretty sure. I think you're more likely to see him show up and attack Miro on Dynamite or more likely Elevation than you are to see him show up.
You're more likely to see him show up on April 4th and kick either Kota Ibushi or Will Ospreay's face off.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got Sheamus too. Give him something to hold on to after.
I don't know. I don't think he's gonna hold on to it long. I think he's literally gonna win it and then lose it the next night to.
Too.
I don't really give a fuck who.
I can see that.
Who's in the mid card on that show? Braun Strowman. Fuck it. Let's put on Braun Strowman.
Oh, don't do that.
Why not? We have fucking Matt Riddle as the United States champion right now. It couldn't get any fucking worse. The guy doesn't even know how to fucking cut a promo. He forgets his lines halfway through it.
Bro,
right. Put
his character.
Put the title on fucking one of the members of Retribution. Slapjack, T-Bar, Mace, Tire Iron.
They broke up. Didn't they break up?
No, they didn't. No, they didn't. No. They kicked Mustafa Ali out of the group. They didn't break up.
Who the leader? Who the leader?
They're a rogue missionary mission crew that does whatever the fuck they want.
Okay.
Oh, by the way,
it's like a B version of the Shield.
Honestly, you know what I would do personally? I would see if I could get fucking Keith Lee medically cleared, and I'd have him win the title the next night from Sheamus.
Ooh.
But that's me.
Cool.
Baskin Robinson is.
By the way, check out those. Keith Lee, he's been out for a little while. Check out their engagement photos. Him and Mia. So,
I
think.
Personally, I think that there's something more wrong
with Keith Lee. Don't.
That would suck.
Don't do that, Mike.
Dude, he can't get cleared. What happens when you can't get cleared for months, dude? It's got to be something. Like you just don't randomly not get cleared.
No, I get that.
The sniffles.
It's more serious than I don't want to be serious. So we love Keith Lee,
dude. Honestly, if he comes out tomorrow and is like, I gotta have fucking like knee surgery, or I couldn't do it because my cholesterol was too high, or something like that, it's a serious fucking problem. Like you're gonna like, damn, Mike was fucking right. But it sucks either fucking way. It's not that I'm hoping that it fucking happens, but it's the fucking realization of the fact that some guy who they were pushing to the fucking moon basically fell off the fucking face of the earth for the last fucking 6 months.
I mean, it could even be like
fucking 7 times.
Like,
now
look,
last rant.
I mean, look, but it could even be like remember Sonny Siaki stopped wrestling because he was it him or Monty Brown that stopped wrestling because he gave his brother a kidney or something like that, and then like
I don't remember.
One of them also retired to like go take care of their like sister's kids or something. Like
I think Sonny gave his kidney to his family member, and I think Monty retired to take care of his sister's kids.
So I mean, like, who knows? Like, it could even be something along those lines, even, like it's something outside of health necessarily. Wait, what's the next match?
More titles. Intercontinental Championship on the line between Big E
Joe, hold on, Joe. Are you taking Riddle or Sheamus?
I'll take fucking Sheamus.
Okay. Clean sweep, I think, right? Yeah.
Tell us how you really feel.
All right. Intercontinental Championship. Big E. Apollo Crews. Go.
Wakanda forever.
Look. If
I don't
think,
know who's
no, wait. If you think Apollo Crews is gonna win this match, then I've got a bank account I'd like to give you access to.
Do you?
No.
Did you say a couple weeks ago you see Apollo win this match at Mania?
Yeah, no. I think Apollo's gonna win.
Yeah, me too. Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever.
Apollo.
Oh my God. Wait, no, I gotta send you guys this. So the other day, I'm in the post office here in Lewiston, Maine. Lewiston, like this town is so white. This town is so white that most of the people that live here think a spice is mayo. Anyway, so I'm in the fucking post office, and this girl is standing in front of me, and she is so white that Sheamus is like, damn, okay. But she's standing in front of me, and I looked down. It was like legit, like 65 degrees out that day. So she was wearing shorts, and I looked down, and this extremely white woman had a Black Panther tattoo that said "Wakanda Forever." I have a photo. I will send it to you guys. I low-key took a photo. I was like, she's too white, but this is also not ironic. Like, you can just tell that this is a serious tattoo. I didn't know what to do with myself.
Wow.
Anyway, right. Yeah, Apollo Crews.
Okay, 2 matches here. This is the match.
Did you take Apollo Crews too?
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely, yeah. All right. This is the match Apollo Crews most. The Raw's Women's Championship match. Asuka and Rhea Ripley.
This is the match you're looking forward to.
Outside the main event, of course.
I think this is gonna be a great match.
I'm looking forward to this.
Confused.
I think this match could steal the show.
Good, yeah. And I think Rhea's gonna get it. Rhea Ripley's gonna.
Oh yeah, no. You don't position her in all this way and then have her lose. Like if you do that, then she's.
They've done that.
Yeah,
Asuka, WrestleMania fucking 34 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
When she came up and was like, nobody ready for Asuka.
Charlotte won the fucking match.
Except for Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair was definitely ready for Asuka.
Well, hopefully they've learned that lesson.
And then Asuka lived in the pit of misery for like fucking 3.5 years. Until they finally gave her the title during a goddamn pandemic because her tag team partner decided to go be with her fucking husband in Japan. The fuck are we doing here? Why are we doing this?
I love both these women. I like rooting wise. I don't know who to root for, but I think Rhea's gonna win the title.
I think Rhea's gonna win as well. I think it's gonna be a great match. That's what I'm excited for.
Yeah,
fans are winning this one.
The real problem that I have with Rhea if she loses here is then she's 0-2 at WrestleMania in title matches.
Yeah.
I feel like they've booked themselves into the spot where they almost have to go this route. And again, I almost feel like this is the argument that I made for the Drew McIntyre Bobby Lashley problem that I have. They rushed this because they had a lot of time to do it the smart way, and it just kept being Rhea Ripley's coming to Monday Night Raw. Rhea Ripley is coming to Monday Night Raw. Rhea Ripley is coming to Monday Night Raw. Rhea Ripley will be on Raw next week. Rhea Ripley's in a title match at WrestleMania in 3 fucking weeks. What the fuck are we doing?
I think Charlotte was the original opponent.
Well, let's be clear here. The original plan was fucking Lacey Evans versus Charlotte for the Raw title at WrestleMania.
Thank you.
That obviously got fucking donkey fucked 5 ways over at some point. And we ended up with Asuka versus Rhea Ripley. By the way, Mike, in that voice you were just using, can you say donkey fucked?
Their Raw Women's title match got donkey fucked.
It's getting late. 1 a.m.
I look at it from the standpoint of obviously Charlotte was supposed to be in this match.
Right.
Okay, you had the fucking false pregnancy fucking bullshit. You know Andrade asked for his release. You know she got the vid. At the end of the fucking day, you've been running stupid fucking like Rhea Ripley is showing up on Raw eventually, one day, maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. I don't know. What the fuck day are we going to do it? I don't know. Maybe we should play rock, paper, scissors for it. If I win, I get to pick the date. If not, you get to pick the date. Cool story, guys. That's kind of what it feels like they're doing here. Like, at this point, why are we, like, waiting? Like, you have her. Everybody knows her. Everyone that watches the program watched her have probably one of, if not one of the best women's match that they've had over the last fucking 5 WrestleManias. And what do? We make a fucking random Raw vignette that she shows up and goes, "This is my nightmare." Why? What are we doing? Like, come on. Like, you have the fucking rocket, and you're like, meh, put it back in the closet. Maybe we'll break it out next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that said, I don't see Rhea lose this match.
I'm definitely going to take her, but I wouldn't be shocked if she lost.
Yeah, no, that's kind of where I'm at. It's like, it's not because of Vince. It's because of the fucking numbnuts that are writing for him. That are like, we need to go this route. We need to put Charlotte over. We need to put these people over.
He checks that shit off, though.
Okay, but the problem fucking is, if you have 37 people that are like, hey, let's put Charlotte over because she's Charlotte Flair. You know what you're getting from her. It's fucking vanilla ice cream and a fucking soft serve sundae bowl. Or you could go with the change, the difference, the thing that would make a fucking perfect sense. Like, you could take a chance. That's such good shit.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the fucking day, we're like, you know what? Vince likes vanilla ice cream. Let's stay with the thing that we know that he's going to fucking go for. Take a fucking chance, guys. Like, at the end of the fucking day, you have the best in-ring women's wrestler that you're
We are in the era of chances right now. Yeah, I agree with you.
Here's part of the problem, though, right? And it's always like, they've always, the whole company has always catered to Vince's taste, obviously. And we know that. Here's the thing, right? For about the first 2 or 3 decades of that, it wasn't the biggest deal. Now he's an old-ass man. My grandfather was an old-ass man. His taste did not change. He liked to watch the same fucking documentary about World War II where they covered the same topics 18 million different times. So guess what? This is who they're booking for now. They're booking for the person who likes to see the same thing that he knows. He doesn't want too much change. Change scares him. Like, and I'm not trying to be mean, but like that's what that feels like at this point.
Alrighty. Finally, the main event. Triple threat match, Universal title on the line. Roman Reigns versus Edge versus Daniel fucking Bryan.
So in a perfect world, which is not the one we live in, Daniel Bryan wins the world title for a second time at a WrestleMania in a match that he is ass backwards ended up in.
Yeah.
And I get to mark the fuck out like crazy for seeing my second favorite wrestler of all time win his second world title. Well, his third world title, but the second one he's winning at WrestleMania. I would have a fucking, I would have a kid in. And it would literally happen. Mike, you'd have to take it home. I can't take it home with me on the train. That would actually happen. In the reality that we actually live in this Mandela effect fucking universe that we're in, Edge is going to pin Daniel Bryan and win the world title, and Roman Reigns is going to stay protected, blah, blah, blah. That's what's going to happen. I'm taking Edge as the winner, and I think Bryan's the one taking the fall, and low-key really high-key sucks.
I think he's here to be the fall guy, pretty much.
Yeah, no, I mean, I said it to Mike as soon as it started to. I might have said it on the show. I don't even know, but I definitely at least said it to Mike. As soon as it started to become obvious that Bryan was going to end up in this match, I was like, you know what? Edge has not wrestled since coming back. Since coming back the second time. Since coming back the second time, he's wrestled, what, twice? The Royal Rumble. He had a match with Orton on Raw, the night after that.
He had two Orton matches, right? He had one on Backlash, one at Mania.
Injured again at Backlash.
Right.
And he's not wrestled since then. I'm talking about since returning the second time. Not since returning from the 7-year absence. Since returning from the injury in the Orton match at Backlash.
Including Rumble, of course.
Right. Since then, I think he's literally wrestled twice. At the Rumble, and then and an Orton against Orton on Raw. I don't think he's had any other matches since then. I think WWE is low-key a little afraid of what he can and can't do in the ring. I think that's why Bryan's there, to help carry the match, to give Roman someone who's actually going to be able to bump for him. He's had 3 matches, so I was off by 1.
Yeah.
The Rumble, Orton, and then the match against Jey Uso on the 19th of March on SmackDown.
Okay.
To be the enforcer when he turned heel.
Right. So that's the thing, and first of all, this is just total aside. I watched Dynamite last night. Christian looked better in that one match on Dynamite than I think Edge has looked since his entire return. I know we shouldn't be comparing them, but Christian looked fucking awesome in the ring, and he was wrestling fucking Frankie Kazarian. So, Edge is going to wrestle some of the best talent in the world, and not that Frankie Kazarian is not one of the best, but he's not Randy Orton or anything like that. So Christian looked fucking amazing. Christian looked so good that if Christian all of a sudden was AEW World Champion at some point, I just wouldn't be mad at it. We're living in a world where Edge is about to be a World Champion again, and I think he's going to beat Bryan for it, and it kind of disappoints me. I would love to see Bryan get this win. This storyline at this point feels more built for Bryan getting the win, but I don't think they're going to pull that trigger. I think that they're going to just stick with their guns and give it to Edge.
So I ask you guys right now, percentage chances Daniel Bryan becomes Universal Champion by that night, end of that night.
So win the match?
Percentage chance he actually wins the match in the title.
48.
That's pretty high.
It's either him or Edge winning. I don't think Roman has a chance of retaining this belt. Not in
my number.
Go, Mike.
My number. 100.
You think Bryan's
winning it?
Bryan wins. They don't trust Edge. Roman doesn't need the title.
Right.
What makes the most sense here? Stick with me here for a second. Remember there was a situation at a certain pay-per-view where a certain Uso got choked out by the big dog. And then his brother became Roman's bitch.
Yes. I do sadly remember that.
Yeah. So stay with me here. What if Jimmy Uso comes back and decides to not join the bloodline? Turns his back on his brother and on Roman. Basically taking Roman out of the match. Setting up Bryan versus Edge for the last 7 to 10 minutes of that match. The thing that makes the most sense is go with the guy that you know can get you to whatever is next for the SmackDown brand.
Right.
What's next from the SmackDown brand, that's something we have to figure out. But that's something that we can figure out once you have someone who isn't going to basically just crush your entire fucking roster out of the title spot. Bryan is a believable underdog champion that could then feud with Edge for the next 3 to 5 months, get the best out of Edge, get him back in better ring shape, and eventually get him into where he wins the title at SummerSlam. Because here's the thing that you have to remember: when it's all said and done, I don't know that Edge is 100% healthy.
That's what I've been thinking.
If you remember, John Cena kind of pulled this same thing at the Royal Rumble, where he came back from the shoulder injury, won the Rumble match, didn't wrestle a single match until Mania, and then won the title at Mania, but didn't really look like the Cena of old in that match.
Right.
You knew he was a step off. You knew he was slower. You knew he wasn't in ring shape. So, you saw that match against Randy Orton back in February. You saw that match against Jey Uso on Friday night on March 19th. He didn't look great in that match. It was serviceable. But that's because Jey Uso fucking bumped his ass off. That's because Jey fucking sold his ass off for that fucking match. So at the end of the day,
the Orton match certainly wasn't like amazing either.
No. Plus, it didn't help that the last 5 matches he had before that were all including fucking Randy Orton.
Yeah,
but whatever. I will say this: Daniel Bryan walks out of Tampa, Florida, April 11th, as the fucking Universal Champion.
I mean, I would love it. Obviously,
he does. We celebrate like 3-year-old school kids. We get the T-shirt that says Daniel Bryan just won the world title, like the Kofi Mania T-shirt that I bought. And at the end of the day, it makes the most sense. I don't think Edge is cleared. I mean, I think Edge is cleared medically. I don't think Edge is mentally cleared from the shoulder injury. I think that's playing a major role in where he's at. And I don't know that WWE trusts him. You booked him in this so you could have that moment on this day where the fucking fans could pop for it, the pyro, all that fun shit. If you were going to make Edge the champion, why turn him heel?
That's also true.
He's not going to get cheered leaving WrestleMania. And what did I tell you that the thing here is? Same thing that it's been from fucking WrestleMania 1 to WrestleMania 37. Hogan must pose. The fans must leave happy. How the hell do you leave the fans happy? By giving their guy the title belt back. Bryan walks out as champion. We get what we want. We love it.
Fuck it. I'm changing my pick to Bryan. I want to like put this into the universe.
I want to see it, sort of. But
sort of. Fuck you. Just go with it. The fuck?
Head of the table.
No.
Really?
Nah. I don't know. I don't see Edge winning it.
I could see Roman winning. I'm not gonna lie. He has been the biggest star in the company.
I mean, here's the thing. If Roman wins the match, the next 4 months better be Edge versus Bryan in a feud, so Edge can work his ass off.
Yeah.
But that's the only way it makes sense. Because then Roman could basically go through fucking, I'm gonna take a break because I don't want to be here and play the fucking Brock Lesnar role for all I could give a fuck. Because we're gonna have fucking Wakanda Forever being the fucking IC champion and let Apollo Crews defend the title and be most important. Because at the end of the day, I don't see another guy on the SmackDown roster that's remotely close to fighting Roman Reigns for the title, unless this is we're taking the Intercontinental title off of fucking Big E, and Big E's gonna be the guy that fucking I need a 5 count to fucking beat Roman Reigns at SummerSlam.